Hi guys, welcome to my channel, The Golden Traveler. Today we're going to be talking about things your cabin steward wish you wouldn't do. Now let's talk about some of the things your cabin attendants or steward secretly wish that you wouldn't do, but they won't ever say anything. Number one is hiding room service trays or food. Now, the stewards say a lot of times people have these food trays. They've brought food back from their room and they don't want to see them. So they'll shove them under their bed, or they'll take food and hide them behind a curtain or something so that they can't see them, and then don't tell the room steward or anything. So they don't know that food tray is under the bed or anything. And then it starts smelling in the room. So don't do that. What the stewards say is leave your food tray on the desk or a table that's in your room out in the open so that they can take it when they come to clean your room, or put it in the hallway aside from your door against the wall, and then someone will come by and pick it up. Don't hide it. Don't put it under the bed. Don't hide it behind curtains. Leave it where they can get to it and get it out of your room. Number two is leaving the do not disturb sign on at all times. Now, what happens with this is if you leave your room and you don't take down the do not disturb sign, they cannot go in there to clean your room. And then a lot of people come back from port that day and say, why didn't you clean my room? And they tell the people, if that sign's on, we can't go in. And they say sometimes people leave them on for a day or two. They never take them down, so they can't come in, without that being down. So only put that on when you're like in your room and you don't want to be disturbed, so that they can come in and clean your room. Now, they are on a set time. They have a certain time that they have to clean these rooms each day. Each room is on a schedule. So doing things like leaving the do not disturb sign on and then calling them when you get back saying, why did you clean my cabin? And then making them come out has thrown them all off, because now they're doing other things they need to do. So just try to remember to remove that so things will flow properly. You'll get your room cleaned. And another note is if you keep that do not disturb on your door continually for like 3 days or more, they are required to do a wellness check on you. So if they knock on the door and no one answers, they will go into your cabin. So just make sure you know that also. Number three is throwing clean towels on the floor with the dirty ones. Now, a couple of things they say here is there's brand new towels that you haven't used in your cabin. You've got your dirty ones thrown on the floor that you want changed, and you just pull down the clean ones and throw them with it. Don't do that. If they're clean, leave them up there so they don't have to take those clothes, those towels, and go launder them when they're already clean. Or another thing they say is people take their dirty towels and fold them all up, and then they either will sit them on the toilet or sit them on the counter wanting them to be taken to the laundry, but they don't know if you're wanting to keep the towels because you've folded them up, or they don't know if they're supposed to take them. They don't know if they're clean or dirty or what they are. So what they say is any towels that are dirty, throw them on the bathroom floor or into your shower or tub if you have a bathtub. Just throw them all in there, or like in a corner. We usually throw ours in the corner, like beside the toilet, back away, but so they know which ones are dirty and which ones to take. Because sometimes they say it's a guessing game. They're trying to smell the towel and think of, is it clean? Is it dirty? Am I supposed to keep this towel in here or take it? They have a lot of laundry that has to be done daily. So if your towels are clean, or if you want to keep a towel that you've already used, just hang it back up on the towel rack, and that way they won't take it, and they'll leave it in your cabin. Number four is bringing your own toilet paper. Now, I know a lot of this now, if you bring your own toilet paper, it will get confiscated. But sometimes there's people that say, I want my plush 3-ply toilet paper with me because it's so much more comfortable. Well, you cannot do that. You must only use the toilet paper provided on the ship, which is a special, thin, only like a 1-ply toilet paper. But their toilets are not like landline toilets and can plug up very easily, causing the whole floor you're on to flood if you did something like this. This and the wipes. I know I heard where someone in a cabin brought their own toilet paper and was using the wipes and flushing those down the toilet, and the whole floor they were on flooded because of this. You don't put anything else in the toilets. There's even signs right there in the bathrooms not to flush anything down but the toilet paper. No tissues, nothing. No wipes, no tissues. That all goes in the trash can. Only the toilet paper to be used in the toilet. So remember that. Don't bring your own toilet paper. Number 5, what stewards don't like, moving furniture around. They hate to go in and maybe someone has moved chairs from the inside out to the balcony or moved tables out there. Some people even try to move their beds out there. And a lot of times the beds or certain furniture are bolted to the ground, because of the cruise ship. They don't want things falling. And I heard reports from stewards that some people ripped their beds right out of the floor to put it out on the balcony to get fresh air and sleep out there. Don't do that. For one, if you're ripping things like that, you're probably going to get a fine or maybe even kicked off the ship. Leave the furniture in the cabin where it is. Don't move it. I mean, of course, you can pull out a table to eat on or something like that. A lot of the desk tables will pull out so that you can eat on them. That's fine to do that, but don't be moving around your beds or mattress or chairs or things like that. Just leave that stuff alone. Number 6 is hanging wet clothes over furniture or on sprinklers. Now, you've been to the pool, you came back, you had wet bathing suits. Sometimes the cabin attendants say they come in and these bathing suits or wet towels are hanging over chairs or hanging, where they shouldn't be, anywhere on the beds, making the beds wet. Even one time, one cabin attendant said someone hung it up on the ceiling on the sprinkler, and that set the sprinkler off and flooded the room. In your shower, and most cruisers know this, there is a cord that you can pull across and hang wet clothing, towels, bathing suits, whatever on that. Or hang it directly over your shower so that it drips into the shower or tub if you have a bathtub. But don't go putting them around. They've said that a lot of times it will, if you hang them over a wooden chair, it will then stain the wooden chair and things like that. Don't hang them out on your balcony, especially if the ship's going, because it'll blow off into the ocean. So just keep them on that cord they provide in the shower. Number 7, leaving a mess or your clothing mess in your room. Now, the steward comes in to clean your room, and they said sometimes it looks like a hurricane has hit. There's clothes all over the beds, clothes and shoes all over the floor, trash everywhere. It's not their job to pick up after people that leave their cabin like this. This is a mess, especially for a steward. He doesn't know what to do with your clothes. He doesn't know where to put your shoes. They try the best they can to clean up your cabin. So please, don't be a pig. Just clean up your cabin before you leave it. We always make sure all of our jackets, everything is hung up, either in the closet or on a hook. I put magnetic hooks on the wall, or put your things in the drawer. Don't leave a mess in your cabin for the crew. They're not there to pick up a mess after you. They're there to make a bed and replace your towels and clean up your bathroom a little, but don't leave things out like that. Number 8 is complaining to the cabin steward about things they cannot control at all. If your air conditioner is not cold enough, or your air conditioner is broke, or making a noise, it's loud, or any issues like that, the cabin attendant really can't do anything about it. You need to call guest services. The only reason you would call your cabin attendant is say you needed more towels in your room or something specifically, more hangers, things like that. But for any maintenance issues, just pick up your phone, call guest services, let them know what's going on so they can get someone from maintenance department up there. Don't complain to the steward about all these things. Maybe something happened to you on the ship in a restaurant that you weren't happy about and you're complaining to him. There's really nothing at all he could do about it, or she. Number 9, expecting laundry service. Now, some guests leave laundry piled on their beds, expecting the cabin steward to sort it, bag it, and send it to the laundry. You need to sort the laundry yourself and put them in designated bags provided in the room and fill out the laundry form stating what service you want. Once they are prepared and in the bag, the steward will pick it up. Now, I've heard the steward say a lot of people just leave these things out on the bed expecting the steward to do it. Like they'll pile up their clothes, put the bags there and put a blank laundry form there, and he has no idea what they want done. So don't do that. Bag it yourself, and the steward will take the laundry for you. Number 10 is leaving your valuables out in the open, such as expensive jewelry. Your passports are laying out, or electronics are laying on your bed or something. Cabin stewards don't like this for 2 reasons. They must carefully clean around these items and not disturb them or damage them in any way. And second, it puts them in a compromised situation. They walk into your cabin and here's this jewelry and all this expensive stuff. They don't want to feel responsible if something goes missing and then it's blamed on them. So just lock up your valuables. You have a safe in your room. Lock up valuables in your safe. If you have your electronics, just put them out of the way or maybe slip them in a pocket of your suitcase, put them in a closet, somewhere out of the way so they're not just laying there where the cabin attendant will have to move things or try to clean around it. Number 11 is expecting constant small talk when the stewards are busy. Now, you encounter your steward in the hallway and you strike up a long conversation with them. Well, they secretly hate this because they are on a tight schedule. So a nice hello or how are you will do, and then just keep going. Or catch up with the steward at the end of the day when they're less busy, and then you can talk with them. But they are very, very busy, and like I said, they are on a set schedule. So they have a certain time that they're supposed to clean every cabin. So just a little, hello, how you doing? How's your day? We'll be fine. Keep going. If you know that they are actually cleaning cabins right then, you see them in the hall with their cart, they're busy working. Number 12 is using the white towels for things like makeup remover. Now, cabin attendants talk about towels with makeup foundation all over them. They are then stained forever and have to be thrown out. So bring things like makeup remover wipes that you can buy, or cold cream, and use the tissues that are there and throw it into the trash cans to remove your makeup. That's what I always do. I take like cold cream and then use the tissue to remove my makeup, and then I would just wash my face. But don't use their towels to wipe things off like sunscreen you put on, or bronzing cream, or washing all that makeup off your face onto a washcloth or towel. You're ruining those for the cruise ship, so please don't do that. Number 13, spilling drinks in your cabin or on your balcony. Now, I've heard of people spilling drinks from their balcony and it running down between or down over into the next balcony, or even down on the decks where people are right below and getting on the people. So just be very careful. When you're drinking something in your cabin, you're usually allowed to bring a bottle of wine on board, and that spilled will stain the carpet, the bedding, wherever. So just be cautious when drinking items. Number 14 is towel animals. Now we all love these cute, cuddly, comfortable little cute towel animals. My granddaughter just loves it when we walk in the room and she's like, oh, what kind of towel animal did we get today? Depending on what cruise line you're on. But Carnival, usually we would have one every day. But these cruise cabin attendants get requests. People will say, please make me a dinosaur tonight. Or can you make me a swan and can you make it romantic? Can you add some roses to that swan? Can you make me this? Can you make me that? Well, again, they are on a time schedule. Maybe they don't know how to make a dinosaur or this. They make what they know. Just be happy you have the cute towel animal that you have. Don't make any special requests for a special towel animal. Number 15, when will my cabin be ready? Some guests will go to the steward who's in the hallway cleaning the rooms and ask, when will my room be ready? Will it be ready? Will you do it right after this room? Can I go and have breakfast and come back and it'll be ready in like 20 minutes? These stewards, like I said, are on a schedule and they clean about 20 to 25 cabins. So please don't ask them what time they're going to clean your cabin. Just let them clean their cabin, and when it's clean, it's clean. 16 is entering your cabin before it's ready, and I know a lot of people do this. Like on Carnival, you can purchase faster to the fun. With that, you can go in and drop off your bags in your room and leave if you took any carry-on bags, which we usually have like maybe one carry-on bag, or we have a 12-pack of soda or something we took on board. So we will go take those in the room, drop them off, and leave. There are signs on the doors that usually say that you can't go into your cabin till whatever time your cruise ship says. Might be 3 o'clock, might be 1, 2, 3, somewhere in that time range. Or they'll announce it on the ship. But a lot of people go to their cabin, go in there, just think, oh, I just want to lay down. They'll see that the door's open. Maybe your cabin attendant is still in the bathroom cleaning it and you're laying in there and then he's trying to vacuum around you and clean around you. Just don't do that. Wait until you hear the announcement, cabins are ready. You can now go to your cabin before going. Number 17 is ignoring your cabin steward altogether, or being rude to them. When you're leaving your cabin and you see them in the hallway, we always say hi, even if it's not our cabin steward. Hi, how are you doing? And then they talk back to us. So many cabin stewards say they talk to the passengers as they're walking down the hall and will say like, good morning, how's your day going? And that a lot of people, well, not a lot, but there are some people out there that are very rude, won't even look at them, have a sour look on their face and just keep walking right by them. That really does affect the cabin attendants. They kind of get their feelings hurt when you're not talking to them or responding back to them. So just don't be rude. Don't be rude to anyone on the cruise. There's no need for it. If you're not a happy person, if you want to be rude all the time, don't even go around people and don't go on a cruise. I'm usually so happy on a cruise, I will for sure greet everybody. So have a wonderful cruise. So there you have it. Some things your cabin stewards wish you would or wouldn't do. Cabin stewards work very hard and they try to make your cruise as comfortable as possible. They'll bring you anything you need, extra blankets, extra pillows, ice in your room each day. They'll help you out, extra hangers. Just ask them for things like that and they'll bring it. They're very helpful. I've never had a problem with a cabin steward. They've always been wonderful. So just remember this, and please be sure to tip them. Whether you did it in the gratuities or you're leaving it on the ship, please tip. It really helps them out. So I want to thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps me grow. So I want to thank you again for stopping by. And everybody have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again next time on The Golden Traveler. Bye for now.